Connolly Station. Look at part of the arrangement here. There are trains going to Malahide, Bray, Drogheda, Newbridge, Maynooth, Rosslare, Euro, Sligo, where my ancestors come from, and an Enterprise train to Belfast. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing some of the names of these towns. I'm from out of town. We'll catch this DMU going to Grand Canal Dock. Station is used by diesel service and the Dart electric trains. On track 5, here comes a train bound for Bray. That's on the Irish Sea just north of where we're going, Greystones. Class 8600 EMU. This is a Class 8600 EMU. The ones I like are the 8300 class or 8100 class. Those were built in the early 80s when the Dart electrified services began. They have nice loud traction motors. Hope to ride on them. Here's our train headed for Greystones, followed by a train from Malahide. Greystones is a nice Irish seaside village. It's the last stop on this train on the electrified territory. I think it goes a little further though. Track 7, here comes a Class 8100 EMU bound for Howth. It's a seaside community north of Dublin. These are the cars I really kind of covet, because they have that old-fashioned traction motor sound like the old MUs back in the States. You don't hear that anymore. Comes our Greystones train. Okay, pulling out of Dublin Connolly on board these Class 8100 EMUs. Get some of the highlights of the ride down and get the complete ride back, provided we get these cars.
This train is for Cloghalia, Greystones.
And we're about to pass by our hotel. The address, Connolly. There it is. From my room, you can hear the distant rumbling of trains.
mind the gap.
Look at those beautiful sceneries. We're heading down. We have to go through those ridges between Bray and Greystone.
One day he was experimenting, so he had surgery and cut off the skin of his butt.
One of the more scenic train rides in Ireland.
And then he digged a little deeper, and he found these little creatures. They were like tan purple dogs. They looked like dogs.
They're swimming. I bet you that water is cold.
They were little slimy.
Oh man. Yeah. Greystones is on the other side of those ridges over there. You're looking at the Irish Sea. On the other side of the sea is Wales, part of Great Britain. I don't think you can see views like this on the Long Island Railroad or Metro North. Maybe on the San Diego or the Coast Starlight, but well, I think you can do that in Greystones too. That's not the ocean. The ocean's on the west coast. Transcontinental.
Okay, Dr. Ella. The next station is Killiney Lane. Killiney.
Killiney.
Shaffer and Barna the Google. Please mind the gap.
Mind the gap. Don't watch the gap. You must mind the gap. These 40-year-old cars can still move right along. They look like they're pretty well maintained. Here we got one
10 years later,
stopping on the adjacent track heading towards Dublin.
the bubble butt guy was like an adult, so he got married. And then this kid was his child, and then he had a bubble on his butt. He got scared. There were bubbles on there was like bubble here, bubble here, bubble here, bubble here, bubble here, then a bubble.
Country D. This train is for the County Wicklow.
See a lot of strange white flowers growing here. Sets of rail with concrete ties. Most of these people are locals who ride this train? It's like a commuter train, like the Long Island Railroad or New Jersey Transit.
For
these American tourists, this is breathtaking. They have big bragging rights about this area.
Please mind the gap.
An area they probably have long since taken for granted. Shankill.
Emotional dog. And he started saying whirlpool. Yeah. Okay, my turn. One kind of good. One's kind of bad. With maggots. What are maggots? They're like things that stick to bread. Oh, listen. Maggots are like things that eat wood and then kill things. They're big flies. Dude, don't they live one day? Pretty much. Oh no, we're maggots. We're not normal maggots. They're purple maggots. Have fangs and wings.
This train is for County Wicklow,
It's a pretty busy line. There's trains like roughly every 15-20 minutes from Dublin to Bray, every 30 minutes to Greystones, and then on top of that you have your Rosslare trains that go down to Wexford and Rosslare, where you can get the car ferry to Wales. Turned out to be a very nice day today. Temperatures in the mid-upper 60s. It feels like a refreshing autumn day in the New York area. Full well back in New York, it's not feeling anything like this at the moment. It's been in the 90s lately. Glad to get away from that.
Once. One word.
Looking forward to taping the whole ride back, because not only I sit on the right side, hope to get the views, the sound of the motors on these cars, and the passing trains, as it's a double-track line. But I think beyond Bray, it's single track through the mountains. Nice golf course.
Sculpture.
Not a bad day to play golf. Lots of concrete ties here. Notice those white flowers? They're all over. Oh, that looks dirty, or seaweed, or what? It's an amusement park here.
Once upon a unicorn.
Look at that. Yeah, see that? Like a amusement park ride. I wonder if the Flying Yankee's on it with his kid.
Fine, well, okay, now it's my turn. Where are we at?
This might be Bray.
The next station is Bray.
But our whole trip is right after here to Greystones.
Please mind the gap.
Not that it hasn't been pretty good already. Here's the railroad crossing. Ooh, and the amusement park. We decided to hop off here at Bray for a little while. We'll continue on to Greystones later. Want to see what this jumping town is like. There's a Dublin-bound train. We got a nice railroad crossing here. English style with a switch box. I got to check that out. That train is actually bound for Howth, north of Dublin. It's a run through Dublin Connolly. Gorgeous old station. Well, here comes the train bound for Rosslare, Europort at 2:17. Got a set of DMUs. '22 class DMUs. Check out this railroad crossing here at Bray. Bray is beautiful. Right alongside the Irish Sea, there's a carnival here. Check out both Bray and Greystones. I wonder if the Flying Yankees on that. I was wondering why the gates were staying down. We got this Bray terminating train here. There they go. This is the swinging town of Bray. I think this is County Wicklow. Those hills back there we will navigate on our train ride to Greystones, the next stop. Oh, here's a Class 8100 getting ready to leave Bray, headed for Dublin. Gates have already gone down about a half a minute ago. And we got a train arriving from Dublin here with one of those Class 8600s. seem to be in units of 4. They sound a little like M9s. Here he goes for Dublin. The sound of those nostalgic sounding MUs. All right, we're waiting to take the 1516 service to Greystones. Next stop, probably the most scenic part of the whole ride. It's only a few miles, but this station's been around a while, since 1854. Lovely town. We have a Dublin Connolly bound DMU arriving at 1514. They use the 24-hour clock here primarily. We've got a train to Greystones. Off to Greystones. The train arrived a little while ago, terminating in Bray. There's the storage yard for it, sitting there. He'll eventually head north through Dublin to Malahide. Reminds me of riding the Lackawanna MUs. there are several tunnels on this section. Believe it or not, there's a hiking trail out there between the two towns, Bray and Greystones. I believe it's up on the right. It's above the tracks. I thought the Adirondack on Amtrak around Lake Champlain was spectacular. This beats that. Not to take anything away from it though. Seeing this kind of scenery, listening to classic MU sounds. Section of track. Gray crows in there. Some more of those white flowers. Greystones, our last stop for this train. And this is the pleasant town of Greystones, Ireland, in the County Wicklow. And we're back at the Greystone station as a class 8600 EMU is coming in. I think it's terminating here. Yes, it is. This train is going to go back out again to Dublin, actually and beyond. He's going all the way to Howth. Off to Howth and Dublin he goes. Yeah, when they start up, they sound like the Long Island's Kawasaki M9 cars.